Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. So double it.
That's very bad. Very bad. It's a lot of events.
I'm Paris, whatever.
Yeah, very long.
Mother, I'm going now.
Where?
To the vineyard. Get me the knife.
Don't know how you can bear to carry a knife, nor why I have one in the house at all, like a snake in my kitchen.
Please don't go on.
First, your father, who filled me with the scent of carnations for 3 short years, and then your brother. How can something so small, a gun, a knife, bring down a bull of a man?
That's enough.
No, it can never be enough. Can anything ever bring back your father or your brother? People talk about prison. What is prison? They still eat there, they smoke there, they even have music there. My 2 dead boys lie silent, turning to dust.
What do you expect me to do?
It's just, every time I have to watch you go through that door carrying a knife, how can I not say something? I wish you didn't have to go out to the fields.
Mother, what if I took you down to the vineyard with me?
And what would you do with an old woman like me in the vineyard? Just lay me down under the vines?
What an old moan you are.
Your father really did used to take me, you know. He was so strong, good blood. Your grandfather only had to look at a woman and she'd fall pregnant. That is the way things should be. Men, life.
And my life, Mother?
your life.
Do I need to remind you?
Ah,
Well, are you against it?
no.
Well then.
It's just every time I have to. I know she's a fine girl. I know she's quiet and hardworking, even so, every time I hear her name, it's like being struck by a stone.
But that's foolish.
It's not just foolish. I'll be here on my own. I've only you left, and I don't want you to go.
You'll come with us though.
How can I? I won't leave your father and brother alone here. I go to see them every morning, and if I went away and one of the Felix family died, they might put them beside them, and I'll have no murderer lying with any of mine. Never. Because I dig them up with my teeth and nails and smash their bodies against the wall.
Hey, it's enough.
I'm sorry. How long have you known her?
3 years. I have saved up enough to buy the vineyard.
3 years. There used to be someone else, didn't there?
I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, a girl has a right to have a good look at the man she's marrying.
Perhaps. But I never looked at anyone until I met your father. When the Felix murdered him, I looked straight ahead at the wall. One man with one woman and nothing else.
But you said she's a fine girl.
I'm sure she is. Son.
What?
Nothing. You're right. When do you want me to speak to her father?
What about this coming Sunday?
Yes. And remember, I expect 6 grandchildren, six at the very least, now that your father's gone.
The first one's just for you. I'm sure you'll grow to love her.
I'm sure I will. Away with you. You're too big for kisses now. Give them to your wife. When she is your wife.
I'm going.
Take care. Come in.
How are you keeping these days?
Did you find me?
I was down at the shops and I came over to see you. We live so far apart.
It's over 20 years since I've even been to the top of the street.
What about your son?
He's just gone.
So we managed to get the money together for the vineyard.
He was lucky.
You'll be getting married now.
I'd like to ask
Go
you.
on.
Do you know my son's...
A fine girl.
Yes, but
But you couldn't say that anyone really knew her.
what about her mother?
Oh, I knew her all right. Beautiful. Her face shone like a saint. But I never did like her. She didn't love her husband.
Wish nobody knew anything about them, dead mother or living daughter. Wish they were like 2 thistles, untouched and forgotten, but always ready to scratch and jag if any tongue comes too close.
Of course. You've got your son to think of.
I know, that's why I ask. I heard the girl had a boyfriend some time back.
She would have been about 15. He got married a couple years ago. Leonardo Felix.
Felix.
Oh dear, what can you possibly have against Leonardo? He'd barely turned 8 at the time.
I know. But every time I hear that name, I feel my mouth fill with mud. Felix. And I've got to spit. I've got to spit it out, otherwise I'll kill every last one of them.
Calm down. This won't do any good at all.
I know. But you understand, don't you?
Don't stand in the way of your son's happiness. Say nothing to him. You and I are old. We must hold our peace.
I'll say nothing.
I'm going. The man will be back from the field soon. God bless.
God bless.
Hush, child, hush. Sing a song of the horse who wouldn't drink, of the water that wouldn't be drunk.
Of this stream singing round little children's feet. Sleep, little flower, the horse was wearing.
Sleep, little rose, the horse is weeping, his wounded boots are poor frozen bay.
And in his eye, a silver dagger shone.
Down to the river, down to the stream, all the way down.
Blood flows fuller than water.
Stay, child, stay. Let him run to the mountainside, through valleys grey and mountains green, to his young mare's side. Sleep, now sleep. Dream, softly dream.
The child,
Asleep.
he was himself yesterday, and then he cried all night,
He's as fresh as a rose today. What about you? Did you get the horse shod?
and that's just where I've come from. But he's no sooner shod than he casts them off again. We must catch on the sharp stone.
Perhaps you're riding him too much.
I hardly ever have him out.
Well, yesterday, somebody told me they saw you right at the far side of the flatlands.
No. What would I be doing in that god-forsaken spot?
That's what I thought, but the horses breathed in sweat. If only you'd come home.
I was at the weighing station. It's a slow process.
Did you get a good price?
A fair one.
I could do with a new dress, and the baby a bonnet with some nice ribbons.
That horse looks as if it's been ridden into the ground. And it's tethered up down there, it's lathered in sweat, and his eyes are rolling in the back of his head as if it had been to the end of the earth and back. I mean, who...
Me!
Excuse me? Is yours to do what you want with?
He was at the weighing station.
He can go to the gates of hell, as far as I'm concerned.
Have you heard my cousin's getting engaged?
When?
They're getting together tomorrow. I hope you get invited to the wedding.
I'm not so sure.
Well, I heard his mother isn't exactly over the moon about the whole thing.
I don't blame her. Your cousin needs watching.
What have you got against her? She's never done any harm to anyone.
But remember, Leonardo knew her well. At least he did.
I used to know her. Come on, don't start crying!
Why in God's name do you have to be so unpleasant?
Did I ask for your opinion?
Fine. What's wrong with you? I can never tell what's going on inside your head, please. Please, it's not fair not to tell me.
Leave me alone.
No, I want you to look at me and tell me.
I'm going.
Where?
Why can't you just shut up?
Do as he says.
Stay, child, stay. Let him run to the mountainside in the shivering cold snow, the cold horse of dawn. Sleep, little flower, for the horse just won't drink.
These people live in the back of nowhere.
But it's good land.
Maybe, but too far off the beaten track. A 4-hour journey and not a single house or tree.
What do you expect on flat lands like these?
Your father would have had a tree in every corner.
What? Without water?
He'd have found somewhere.
She must be getting ready.
Long on the road?
4 hours.
You must have come the long way round.
I'm a bit long in the tooth to clamber around by the river.
She gets sick.
Good alfalfa crop this year.
Yes, indeed.
When I was your age, this land wouldn't even give alfalfa. We had to work it with our sweat and tears to get anything from it.
Now you do, but you needn't worry, I'm not going to ask you for anything.
You're a wealthy woman, vineyards worth a fortune. It's a shame that our lands, so to speak, are so far apart. There's a small plot right in the middle of my land, and all the gold in the world wouldn't persuade them to part with it. It breaks my heart every time I see it.
That's always the way of things.
What if we could harness 20 pair of oxen to haul your vineyards over here and graft them onto my land? Wouldn't it be wonderful?
Why?
What's yours is his and what's mine is hers. I like to bring things together, to see them grow together.
It would certainly mean less work.
When I'm gone, you can sell our land and buy out here.
Sell? Buy everything you can get your hands on. If I'd been blessed with sons, I would have bought everything from the mountains right down to the stream.
You know why I'm here.
I do.
Well,
They've talked it over, it's fine by me.
my son has the very best of prospects.
My daughter's the finest of girls.
My son is handsome. He has never known any woman as clean and pure as a sheet in the sun.
What can I say about mine? She's up at 3 with the morning star itself to bake bread. Never speaks unless spoken to first. As soft and gentle in wool, she embroiders all sorts of embroidery. And she can cut a rope with her teeth.
God bless this house.
May God bless us all.
When do you want the wedding?
Next Thursday.
Her 22nd birthday.
22. My eldest would have been 22 if he'd lived. Still be alive today, warm and full of hopes. Men had never invented knives.
So, next Thursday, is that right?
That's right.
Tell her she can come in now. I'm sure you'll like her.
Come to me, child. Are you happy?
Yes, Senora.
Don't look so serious. After all, it's your new mother you're talking to.
I am happy. That's why I'm getting married.
Of course. Look at me.
She's the spitting image of my wife.
Is she? What lovely eyes. Do you know what marriage is all about, my little one?
Yes, I know.
It's a man and his children and a thick stone wall to keep the rest of the world out.
What more could you need?
Nothing more. We'll be so happy, both of you.
I know what is expected of you.
We've brought you a few presents.
Oh, you're very kind.
Glass of wine?
He never touches it.
All the better.
I'll come tomorrow
When?
at 5.
I'll be waiting.
Every time I have to leave you, I feel as if I've been uprooted or ripped in two. I get this sort of lump in my throat.
Well, you won't feel like that once you're my husband.
I know.
We best get going. The sun won't wait. Everything's agreed?
Everything.
Goodbye, my dear.
Can't go with you.
Goodbye.
I'll see you out.
I'm dying to see the presents!
Leave them alone.
Oh, please show me them.
No, I said.
Even just the stockings I've had, they're embroidered silks.
No. For heaven's sake. Oh, all right. Anyone would think you didn't want to get married.
Aye.
Sweetheart, what's wrong? Is Her Royal Highness frightened the good life is about to come to an end? Don't worry about that. There's no need, none at all.
Let's have a look at what they got you.
No, leave them.
You're hurting.
Put them down.
You've the strength of a man.
Haven't I always done a man's work? I wish I was one.
Why are you talking like this?
Never mind. We'll talk about something else.
Did you hear a horse last night?
When?
About 3 o'clock, I suppose.
A stray runner from the herd.
No, it was being ridden.
How do you know?
I saw the rider. He stopped right outside your window. I was shocked.
It must have been my fiance. He sometimes comes around that time.
It wasn't.
Yes, but did you actually see him?
Yes.
Who was it?
It was Leonardo.
That's a lie. You're lying. He has no business to be here.
Perhaps not, but he was here.
Shut up! Damn your tongue!
Quickly, look. Well, was it?
Yes.
My mother was from a place full of trees, from rich land,
She was so full of life.
and she withered away here,
That was her fate.
as we all slowly wither. Even the walls are burning.
Oh, don't pull so hard. You're so lucky to hug a man, to kiss him, to feel his weight on top of you.
Just shut up.
My love, that's what a wedding's all about.
And you have no business talking of such things.
Perhaps not, but it's the real joy of it.
Or the real bitterness.
I'm going to fix the orange blossom right across here. Like this.
Give it to me.
What's all this?
Just leave me in peace.
Child, throwing away your wedding ring. You're asking for trouble. You're tempting fate.
Do you love him?
Yes, I love him.
I know you do.
But it's just such a big step.
You'll have to take it sometime.
I've said I will.
I'll fix your wedding ring for you.
Hurry up, the guests will be arriving soon. And that must be the first of them now. Go see who it is.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, good morning.
You're the first?
Wasn't I invited?
Of course.
Well, here I am.
What about your wife?
I came by a horse. She's coming the long way round.
And you didn't see anybody else on the way?
I rode past them.
You're running that poor beast into the ground.
And when I do, that's where he can stay.
Sit down, nobody's up yet.
Well, not even the bride.
I'm going in to dress her now.
Oh, the bride. Her big day.
What about the baby?
Oh, whose baby?
Your baby!
Ah!
Are they bringing him?
No. Has the bridegroom brought the orange blossom yet? For her breast?
Yes, he has.
You mustn't come out like that.
Why shouldn't I? Why do you ask? Do you have something to say about it?
Nothing. You know I haven't. But let me ask you something. What did I really mean to you? Try and think. Cast your mind back. A pair of oxen and a tumble-down shack never were enough for you, were they? That's the real hurt of it.
What are you doing here like this?
I'm here to see you married.
Oh, just as I saw you married.
What choice did I have? You can take a knife or a gun to me, but nobody will spit at me, no matter how much shining silver they have.
That's not true.
Look, I'm not going to talk about this anymore because I can feel my blood starting to boil, and I don't want the whole countryside to hear what I have to say.
Well, I can shout every bit as much as you.
Neither of you will say anything. What's done is done, and what's lost is lost, and gone forever.
You're right. I shouldn't even be speaking to you. Go wait for your wife. Outside!
Can we not even speak together?
No, you can't.
Yes, I got married, and ever since then I have asked myself whose fault it was. I've asked who's to blame, because there's always blame.
Oh, yes. You're so strong, so clever. You ride your horse so well. And I'm just a poor girl stuck out here in the desert. Well, I've got my pride too, and that's why I'm getting married. I'll lock myself away with my husband, and I'll do right by him.
Well, you can't hide behind your pride.
Stay away from me!
To burn in silence is the worst punishment we can inflict upon ourselves. What good did pride do me? What use was it pretending you didn't exist? Night in, night out? None. I burned all the more because you think things like that can fade with time or be locked behind thick walls. They can't.
I won't listen to you. I daren't listen to your voice. I know he's coming, and I know I'm drowning, but still I go anyway.
Go, now.
This is the last time I'll ever speak to her. You needn't worry.
And I know he's tearing my heart. And yet here I am, sitting quietly, meekly listening to him, watching him strutting around my room.
I won't rest until I've said this. I got married. And now you must.
She's going to, and don't you forget it. That's the first of the guests now. You stay away from her.
Awaken on her wedding day. The wheel of life goes round, her wedding wreath today.
The bride before the moon has gone. The bride before her love has flown.
Oh, let the bride awaken! Her wedding fills the air. Scent of roses, the aroma of bread, life's kiss everywhere.
My only treasure, my only joy, to the bridegroom I give today.
The bridegroom, the golden flower of the sun, the silver dagger of the moon.
Here comes the groom!
Good health to everyone.
We wish you both every joy.
What are they doing here?
Their family, today we forgive.
I'll say nothing, but I won't forgive.
The orange blossom has brought out the sun to your hair.
Let's get to the church as quickly as we can.
Can't wait to get married.
Of course. All I want is to be your wife and to be alone with you.
My arms are strong enough to to hug you and to hold you for 40 years without letting go.
We must get a move on.
Shall we go?
Where?
To the church, but not by horse. You're coming with me.
In the cart.
Well, have you any other suggestion?
I have no intention of clambering into any cart.
I have no intention of going to a wedding without my husband. I can't take much more of this.
That makes two of us.
Why do you look at me like that? Like you have a dagger in each eye.
Let's just go.
I don't understand. I think, and I don't want to think, but one thing I do know, it's over. And I have one child and another on the way, and you say, let's go. The same thing that happened to my mother is happening to me. I'm not moving from here.
The wheel was turning, turning, as the water was flowing, flowing, all on the wedding day. And through dark branches, the moon was watching, watching, over the bride's white lowering. Under your husband's wing, dwell in his house forever, for he is the dove with a burning heart of flame. And the fields await the murmur of the spilling of your blood, as the wheel was turning, turning, as the water was flowing, flowing, all on your wedding day, young maid, make the water flow.
Who did you give the first pin to? Was it me or her?
Oh, I'm really not sure.
You gave it to me here.
No, you gave it to me, remember, in front of the altar.
I really don't know. Look, I've got enough to think about with that.
It's just I wanted you to...
Look, I've got a lot on my mind.
Sorry. We wouldn't know anything about that.
Well, you'll know soon enough. Getting married is a big thing, you know.
You seem upset.
No, of course not. I'm sorry.
What for? Anyway, both kids mean you'll get married, don't they?
Both of them, yes.
Yes, but whoever gets the first pin gets married first.
And you're both in so much of a hurry.
Well, yes.
Why?
Can't you guess?
It's the only thought that keeps me going. My grandchildren.
They'll need a house full of them. This land needs willing workers, cheap labour. Yes, it's got to be the men who punish the land, who tame it, and who bring life from it. They'll need a lot of sons.
And daughters. Men come and go like the wind.
I'm sure they'll have a good few of each. I just wish there was some way to get the whole process over in a single day, that we could have 2 or 3 grown men straight away.
That's not the way of things. It's a long and painful process. That's why it's so terrible to see your own blood spilt in the dust. When I got to my son, he was lying in the middle of the street. And I soaked my hands in his blood and licked them with my tongue, because it was mine as well. Can you understand that?
Have you ever seen such a wedding?
Never.
What are you thinking?
Oh, nothing in particular.
So many good wishes, they can weigh heavy.
Like lead.
You mustn't let them. You should feel as light as a dove.
Will you stay here with us tonight?
I can't, my house is empty.
You really should stay. I won't be long. I hope you'll be happy with my cousin.
I'm sure I will be.
Just the two of you here, building your house and then shutting out the world. I wish we had someone like this.
Your husband's a good worker.
Perhaps, but he won't settle to anything. Always flitting from one thing to the next. He never seems at peace. Have you seen my Leonardo?
No, I'm sorry.
I'll go and look for him.
Isn't it gorgeous?
How come you're not dancing?
Perhaps because nobody's asked me.
Because nobody knows any better.
Oh, hey! Come and have a drink with me, man.
I can't, I'm waiting for my wife.
Oh, you'll have her soon enough. Just before dawn, that's best time. Come on, get a drink in you, man.
All right.
Stop it!
Did I frighten you?
It's you.
Who else would it be? Your father or me?
don't mean to interrupt.
What is it?
You haven't seen my husband, have you?
No.
I can't find him anywhere, and his horse has gone as well.
He'll have taken out for a run.
Sweetheart, what's wrong?
My head's pounding. Pride from this past has to be stronger than that. You're the only one who can do anything with her now. She belongs to you.
Come on, let's go dancing.
No, I want to lie down for a minute.
I'll keep you company.
What, with everyone else still here, what on earth did they all say? Just give me 5 minutes.
But when they've gone,
I'll be all right by then.
make sure you are.
Son,
Where have you been?
just wandering through the crowd. Are you happy?
Yes.
And bride?
She's just having a rest. Stay here, teammate.
I can't. I must get home.
Just to sit on your own.
How will I be on my own? My head is full of memories of my men and the fights they fought.
That's all those fights are now. Memories.
I'll fight on for as long as I live.
Whatever you say.
Listen, always be affectionate with your wife, but if you feel she's getting too starry-eyed or too sour, then caress her just so that it hurts. A bruising hug or bite, and then a gentle kiss. She'll know exactly who's who gives the orders, and who takes them. That's how your father taught me.
I'll always do whatever you tell me.
Have you seen my daughter?
Yes, you just went inside.
She's not there.
Isn't she? Where could she have got to?
Has anyone seen?
No.
You're sure she's not dancing?
No sign of her.
Nowhere. Just what's going on here? Where is your daughter?
They've gone together, Leonardo and her. I just saw them on his horse, hugged tightly together, riding like the wind.
God help us, no. Not my daughter.
Oh, yes. Yes, your daughter. Our mother's daughter. And he's as bad as the rest of his family. I warned you.
Let's go after them. Somebody get a horse.
Get a horse quickly.
I'm on it.
It can't have been her. She would have thrown herself down the well first.
If she had any shame, that's what she would have done. But there's not a drop of decency in her. And she's my son's wife now. You remember that. There are two families here. Yours and mine. We'll go after her and we'll help my son. Some of you by the river, others over the plain, the rest through the hills and forest. And I tell you this, blood will flow before this day is out.
Wait. I can't move. You're gonna have to go over the top. Go over. Go. Oh, it's fine. Yes. Have they found them yet?
Not yet. They're closing along every path. They'll get them.
They'll see them as soon as the moon rises.
They'll kill them. They're afraid to run away, to take their own path.
They were just fooling themselves until at last their blood began to simmer.
Blood that sees the light of day is quickly buried in the earth. Be still.
What? What'd you hear?
The cicadas and the frogs and the sprung trap of night.
But not the horse?
No, not the horse.
Oh, well then he is with her now.
The night is heavy. Perhaps the moon will rise.
With or without the moon, the bridegroom will find him. I watched him rush from the wedding like a raging star, carrying the weight of both his father and his brother upon his shoulders.
Will they break the circle?
Impossible. There are knives and guns for miles around. Hey, this is the train.
40 branches high. We'll soon break down.
The moon's rising. We'll have to hurry. Where are you going? Slow.
Round swan in the river, in the cathedral's eye, fell storm on the leaves, all these things are nigh.
They won't escape. Who can hide?
Who's that sobbing there in the valley thicket, on
the dark mountainside.
The moon leaves a knife hanging in the sky, a cold trap of lead that seeks blood's warm cry.
Let me in. I come frozen and numbed through walls and glass.
Open your homes and hearts so that I may warm myself.
I seek the crest of fire through valleys and mountains to warm my body of ashes. But instead, I ride the dark night across the water and snow.
As cold as the death I am made to go.
But this night, red, red blood will caress my blue cheeks.
Let there be no shadow nor shade where they may hide.
Tonight, I want a heart split wide so that I can warm myself.
A human heart for me.
Warm, draining itself. Let me in. I'll have no shadow. My rays must be everywhere.
Filling the dark trees with the murmur of false day.
Who's that hiding over there?
There's no way out for you.
White sheets across empty bedroom floors grow impatient for the return of heavy bodies with their throats cut.
They're drawing close. I'll drown them in light. What else do you need?
Nothing.
Let them be slow in the dying. I want to feel their blood fill my fingers with its delicate whisper.
They're coming now. Quickly. Light! Light everywhere! They mustn't escape!
This way.
Oh, you'll never find them.
I'll find them.
They'll have gone another way.
No. I heard the drumming of hooves a moment ago. In the whole wide world, there's only one horse. Just one. Do you understand? If you're going to follow, follow in silence.
I just meant...
Shut up! I know I'll find them here. There's a strength flowing in my arms from my brother and my father, from all my family's dead. So that if I had to, I could rip up this tree from its roots. Now, let's get going. Because I feel as if their teeth have bitten into my heart, so that I can hardly breathe.
What was that?
You go through there and make your way back.
Oh, this is like hunting for a needle in a haystack.
Hunt. The most terrible you can imagine. Who are you? What do you want? Where are you going?
Far, far from here.
Where do you come from?
Way, way back.
Did you see a man and woman on horseback come through here?
Wait. Handsome man. But handsomer still if you were asleep.
Answer me, did you see them come this way or not?
Not this way. But they're coming out of the hills now. Can't you hear them?
No.
You don't know the way?
I'll go anyhow.
Then I'll show you. I know these parts well.
Which way?
Come with me.
Hush.
Leave me. Leave me. I'll go my own way now. Leave me. I want you to go back.
Be quiet, I said.
With your teeth. With your hands, cut the metal chain you placed around my neck and which dragged me from my father's house. And if you won't kill me, then put the knife into my hands.
They are hunting us close by, and I won't leave you now.
Better to be by force that I go.
How by force? Who was it led the way down the stairs?
I did.
And who strapped new bridles round the horse's mane?
I did. I know.
And whose hands buckled on my spurs?
My hands. Which are yours. And which, if they could, would snap and silence forever the blue murmur of your veins. I love you, but leave me alone. Because if I could kill you, I would.
I wanted to forget. And I put a wall of stone between your house and mine. It's true. But my horse always took me to your door. And the silver pins of your wedding turned my blood black and my flesh soured. It's not me who's to blame. It's the earth itself. the scent of your breasts, and of your hair.
This is madness! I'll take neither bread nor bed from you, and yet there's not a single moment of the day that I don't long to be with you. I left behind a man who was my husband in the middle of our wedding. And you'll be the one to suffer for it. And I don't want that. Now go. Leave me. There's no one who will help you.
Let's just go from here to some dark corner where we can lie together and not care about the poison tongues whispering all around.
And I'll lie at your feet, watching over your dreams. Naked. Lying on the land like a bitch in heat. Because that's what I am. I look at you and I feel myself burn.
And fire meets fire. A single tiny ember can set a whole forest ablaze. Let's go.
Did you hear that?
I hear.
Then go. It's only right that I should die here alone, with leaves in my hair, and only the thorns to mourn a lost woman, and a virgin.
Be quiet. They're coming closer. Quiet and they won't hear us. Let's go.
And just where will you take me?
Somewhere. Anywhere the men hunting us cannot go. Where I can look at you.
Oh yes, to trail me around from fair to fair in all my shame, with all my wedding sheets like flags flying in the wind.
If I thought like them, I'd leave you here now. But I'll go where you go. Now let's go.
Both of us. Both of us. Together.
Winding wool winds down the hill, running all the way, right through the mountains to the break of day.
The winding wool comes winding home, two bodies return, flesh of ivory and hair of earth.
I hear them coming now.
Slung round a horse's neck, dead, with the beautiful night in their eyes. Shut up! Shut up! Both asleep, only the bride finally awake, her hair and her dress dug deep in blood. They're bringing them back now, snug in blankets. That's all there is to it. The way it had to be.
Stop it, I said.
My son should be here. But now he's no more than a handful of flowers, just a voice growing dark behind the mountains.
Be quiet, I said.
I'll have no tears in my house, because yours are tears from the eyes. Mine will come when I'm alone, from the soles of my feet, from my roots, and they will flow hotter than blood.
Come with me, you can't stay here.
I want to be here, in peace and quiet. They're all dead now. But tonight I'll sleep easy, free from the fear of guns and knives. Tonight it will be other women who lean out into the rain watching for their sons, but not me. Take your hands from your face. I don't want to see anyone in my house. I want to be alone with my grief, with the earth, with these four walls.
Don't torture yourself.
Right, I've got to pull myself together. The neighbours won't be long in coming, and I don't want them to see me so poor. So poor. A woman with not a single child to raise to her lips.
What in God's name have you come here?
Where else?
Who is it?
You don't know who this is.
That's why I asked. Because if I did know, I'd sink my teeth into her throat. Snake. Look at her. There she is crying, and I just stand here without tearing her eyes out. Where's your precious honor now?
Where is it? Where? I don't know! I came for her to kill me! I came for her to kill me so that they can take me with them! But not with your bare hands. With the shears, with a sickle, with anything that could tear through my bones. Leave her be! I want her to know that I'm clean. That she can kill me and bury me, but that no man has ever seen himself in the whiteness of my breasts.
What do I care about that?
Because I went with him. I went. I was a woman burning, inside and out. And your son was a trickle of cold water that would give me children, land, health, and I ran with your son. And I ran with your little boy of cold water, and the other one followed. And my flesh filled with frost. The flesh of a young girl burning, of a woman already withering, and I didn't want to. Do you hear me? I didn't want to. Your son was all I ever wished for. And I didn't betray him. But the other one sucked me in. The force of the sea. And nothing could ever have stopped me from going. Not ever.
So it's not her fault. And not mine either. Whose fault is it then? What sort of a whore leaves her wedding to jump into the corner of a bed warmed by another woman?
No, take your revenge! Look at how soft my throat is! You could cut it just as easily as a dahlia in your garden! But that's not true. I'm as clean and pure as a newborn baby. And with the strength to prove it. Light a fire! Light a fire, and we'll both put our hands into the flame. You for your son, me for my body. You'll be the first to take it out.
What does your body matter to me? What does whether you live or die matter to me? What does anything matter? Nothing matters but the wheat my sons lie under, and the rain that washes their faces, and God himself who has laid them to rest.
Well, me cry with you.
Cry if you want. But do it at the door.
He was the finest of horsemen, and now just melting in snow. He rode through fairs and mountains and women's arms, and now only moss and the night caress his face. Let them put a cross of bitter oleander on your breast, a sheet of shining silk to cover you. Let the still water run through your hands. And now, 4 boys come with their shoulders heavy. 4 boys carry death through the air.
Neighbours, every now, when makes no difference. May the cross shelter both the living and the dead. Neighbours, neighbours. It was with a knife. Just a little knife, with which 2 men in love killed each other. And this is a knife, just a little knife. Fits so snug in the hand. It fits so snug in the hand, but slices so quick. Startled flesh.
And there it stops, at the point where, trembling enmeshed, lies the dark root of the screen.